Hi everybody, Lisa here from Spirit Connections. Today I wanted to speak to you about something that's very near and dear to my heart, tarot. I've recently released a how to read tarot video, and I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the myths behind tarot and about some of the things that people believe about it. I work with the tarot primarily because I absolutely love it. I mean, if you look, I've got some beautiful examples here. If you look at some of the artwork, this one here is the example, Doreen Virtue's Angel Tarot cards. Absolutely, unbelievably beautiful artwork on these cards. Another example, this is one of my favorites. It's the one I use the most, is my Ciro Marchetti deck, the Gilded Tarot. And again, absolutely beautiful artwork. And another example that I have here, this is another one that's near and dear to my heart, is the Gaian Tarot, sorry. And again, absolutely beautiful, beautiful artwork on this. And this is why I use tarot. The artists and the authors put so much time and effort and energy into this, and so much positive, loving energy into it, that I just love to share it with people. And, for so many centuries now, tarot's had a bad rap. They talk about how it's used in black magic and used in all these horrible other things. And that's not where I come from in my love of tarot. I come from a place of love and light with this, and I want people to understand that, tarot is just a tool for a medium to use. It's just a tool. So I can pick up a card and go, okay, I have the Three of Water. In this case, it's the Three of Cups. It's talking about happy relationships, which, literally 5 minutes before I started recording this video, I was in here talking to my boyfriend about how grateful I am that, he supports me in my work and that he helps me. He's shown me how to do all this fun stuff with the recording. So, it just shows you how accurate it can be when you're, least expecting it. It's very, very easy to learn to use the tarot from an intuitive standpoint. I literally just go, okay, here's this card, 10 of Wands. What do I need to know about that card today? Well, someone is carrying too many heavy burdens. Simple as that. It's about learning the nuances and things like that. When you talk about tarot, people get a little scared. They get a little concerned about, wanting to stay away from kind of the dark energies, the dark entities, that sort of thing. And that's not what I work with. I work with, I work with the light. I work with the archangels. I work with, my guardian angels, my spirit guides. I don't work with anything negative, anything bad, because I don't believe that it's necessary. I believe that everyone needs to learn to live their life from a heart-centered space. And in the society, that's been very difficult. But all it takes is just one little thing every day to be appreciative of, to be grateful for, to spend a little time in nature, that sort of thing. Some of the important things about working with the tarot is you need to learn to invoke protection, the same as you do when you're working with spirit. You can pray, you can, ask Archangel Michael for protection. You can ask for the protection of the Holy Spirit, the white light of the Holy Spirit. However you identify, you can also just simply ask that anybody coming in coming from love and light. You don't want messages that are coming from a negative, bad place. Another thing that I do when I'm reading the tarot is I pick up my cards and I'm shuffling them, and I say, we only want answers from a truthful and loving place. We don't want to know anything negative or bad. Again, here's another beautiful one. The Four of Cups. I've been thinking about making some changes, but today we're not going to start making those changes too quickly. You want to start weighing your pros and cons on that one. And actually, what happened yesterday, I released a how to read tarot course, e-course, which I will put the link in my description of my video here so that you can see it. I was actually psychically attacked by someone who very clearly wasn't comfortable with the fact that I'm teaching people to read the tarot. The idea is that, you know, I want to teach you how to find your own answers. I want to teach you how to be the best person that you can be. So in teaching you how to use the tarot, I'm teaching you ways to find that in your life, you know, because for me it's about joy, it's about love, it's about finding, you know, good things in your life. For, you know, other people, obviously this hasn't been that good of an experience for them, and that's what I want to make it for people. So I really appreciate everybody listening to me today. I absolutely love tarot, so if you want to learn how to read tarot, check out my new e-course. Look in the video description below. I have some fantastic things in that course. It's relatively inexpensive, and I really want to you know, really put out there that tarot is a good thing to use. It is a good thing. And I actually have a really funny story about it. I love Doreen Virtue. I love her work. I love, you know, her cards, all of those things. I have several of her oracle decks. But I have a funny story about this particular deck, my Gilded Tarot by Cyril Marchetti. When I got this deck, it was missing 7 of the swords from the suit of swords. And at first I was a little miffed. I was like, how am I supposed to do readings? It's missing cards. And then I came across a video by Doreen Virtue where she stated when she first started doing readings, she literally took out all the cards except for 7 or 8 of them. I can't remember. So here she was doing tarot readings for people with 7 or 8 of 78 cards. So I said, you know what? I love this deck. I connect with this deck. I want to use this deck. So I started using it, and I said, you know, it doesn't matter if it's missing some of the swords. It still does what I need it to do. So if you ever get a deck from, and I mean, I purchased this one at a reputable chain bookstore. So to have it come missing cards was, you know, kind of an odd thing, but obviously that was meant for me and a lesson for me to learn that it's okay to use a deck even if it's missing a few cards, because you're still going to get the message, because you'll find when you learn the tarot that there are actually a lot of repeated messages in the cards. There's a lot of repeated meanings between different cards. So you know, that's the kind of things you're going to look for. You're going to look for making connections between the meanings of the cards, between things in your life, and things like that. So again, I do want to thank everybody for taking the time to listen and watch and you know, get a good understanding of where I come from when I'm reading the tarot, and just know that it's a place of love, and you want truthful, loving guidance from it. You want good things to come from it. You don't want to hurt people. You don't want to scare people. You don't want to curse people. Sorry, that's been one of my pet peeves. That's another video for another time. But again, take a quick look at the description in the video, all the ways you can contact me for your healing, your reading, your seminar. And again, now I've got e-courses, and I've got some great holistic beauty products that I have on my website. So check out my online store. You can see my website listed there in the video. When you go there, just click on the online store and it'll show you all the different categories and products that I have available. Again, I look forward to working with you, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Namaste.